Welcome to November. As many say, November to remember. It's going to be important, and I am excited today to share with you what's going on here at Agorapreneurs. We that believe in entrepreneurial efforts, in freedom and liberty, and doing things the right way peacefully. That's the key term, peacefully. And I got a special treat for you today. Matter of fact, it's kind of really cool today for me because this is a first for me. I'm using this new tool called Restream. I've been telling you about it. I love this little product. It's got so many good things to it, and I really like it, and we're experimenting. But I thought I'm going to have a guest. Bring on a guest, and that person, of course, is going to be a person who's very important to me, my business partner as well as life partner, Gina Carr. And Gina is going to talk about video and more, and she's joining us right now from her offices in Orlando, which are real close to my offices in Orlando. Gina, thanks for being with us today.
Well, delighted to join you, Terry. It's always good to talk about a November to remember. It's a very special month, especially for me.
Yes, tell us about why it's going to be a special month for you, Gina.
Because it's my birthday month, and at the end of November, November 30th, in fact, I turn 60. Oh my gosh, I used to think 60 was so old, but now I feel like a young kid. So 60 is definitely the new 30.
Well, you are young to me, and so I think that's great, and you look great, if I do say so myself. And yes, I'm a little biased, but I think you're great. But also, you've done a lot of great work with video, and that's why I particularly wanted to have you on as we talk about it and using the tools that we're working with today, like Restream, who is also sponsoring us. We love Restream, and I'm just falling in love with it more and more. But I know that you've been using streaming video. You've done it on several different platforms, and now you're getting a chance to see this as well. And what we want to do is talk about some of the benefits. So what I want to, first of all, tell us a little bit about what live streaming is and how it differs from recorded on-demand video.
Well, I really like the live platform, mainly because it's very spontaneous and it's much less intimidating to me than the recorded versions. When I, in the past, would record a video and edit it and look at it again before I would publish it, I would often never publish. I mean, there are a lot of videos sitting in my vault, sitting in my computer files that I recorded that I have never published. But my feeling was always, if I go live, people know that it's live, just like I'm having a few stumbles right now. But for me, that's just more acceptable in a live format than in a recorded format. And so I was good with that. So that's number one. Number two, and actually, let's just sort of reverse order. The big thing is that the social medias, the Facebook and YouTube and such, the algorithm loves live video and presents it up to people, and your video will get seen a lot more when it's live than if you recorded it and just popped it up generally.
Yeah, I think that's real important that we look at that and we realize, okay, hey, what we got to do is we want to make sure that we're looking at what needs to go on and how we're doing it, and what we can do to make all of this happen, so that we can say, all right, let's put this together and get a chance to know it. Now, I'm having fun as I work with the different platforms here and get a chance to see, what they do and how they work, the kinds of capabilities. I tend to like the live stream also because it's urgent. It's in the moment, and it is easier to do recording because you can always say, oh, stop that, let's do it again. When you're going live, well, you don't do that. And so what happens is you have to then say, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're just going to try it, do it again, and you roll with the punches. I think you've probably seen it. What are your thoughts on the idea of rolling with the punches when things go wrong?
Oh my goodness. Well, that's, I think, one of the most important lessons to learn when you're doing video, especially live video. So many things can go wrong. I mean, that's one of the big downsides of going live versus recorded. Recorded, you have a lot of time and room for errors. But when you go live, well, things go wrong. You just got to roll with it and make the best of it. But I say keep calm and video on, right?
Yep, I like that. As a matter of fact, we're getting some folks are saying Kathy is out there. Kathy May.
Hello,
Hi, Kathy.
Kathy.
Nice to have you here. And Just a Babe. I tend to think so as well. That's wonderful. Good to have her there. And also we have Nathan joining us as well. Nathan, thank you. And he's saying a nice big happy 60th. That's very kind of you, Nathan. Good to have you here,
Thank
sir.
you, Nathan.
And by the way, the platform we're using, I really like. This is the first time that I'm doing this, getting a chance to bring these in and be able to do a lot with it and be able to say, okay, let's have this on the screen. And I'm learning it as I go. But I'm really impressed with what we can do and the ease of use of using these things and getting it moving forward and putting all those in there. I think we've got some real good things that are available. And it says the chat is ready to display messages. Click on a message to show it on the screen. Well, that's kind of nice to do. Kind of nice to see that available, and it lets us see what's on there. I wonder what can we do here to turn this off. See, I'm learning, and
you just click it again.
I'm clicking it right now, and it says show. Then I click again. It says show, still says show. So, hide messages. There we are. It popped up another one that said hide. There we go. See, and that's, by the way, how you do it. Notice what we just did. On real time, that was not made up. I'm learning as I go, and you go, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because when you're live, also, you got a whole bunch of things going on. I'm watching this, I'm watching the video, I'm watching that, how's this thing doing? And I find that's the way to do it. And it's the beauty of live. People like it. It's like you're being real. And so that's really good. I enjoy the live. And the really nice thing about Restream is, wow, you can go out to 30 different platforms and be able to have your message out there, which is nice because this way, it's not a matter of you have to tell, hey, everybody, come over here to this one place. Whatever that one place might be, YouTube or Facebook or this group on Facebook or your page, that's good. But when you can say, we're going to be available in these various places, people sometimes feel more comfortable with one platform than another. And I think that would be there important. Gina, a lot of times it's comes down to a psychology as well. People say, oh, I don't look good on video. Have you ever heard that one? People saying that, they say that all the time. And what would you say to a person who says, I just don't want to go on video. I don't want to go on live video. I'm not that good. What would you say if that person watching us right now?
Well, I would say that, like many things, you're going to get better at it the more you do it. And there are a few things you can put in place to help increase your confidence. These are some things that I did that helped me a lot. Number one, get good light on the front of your face. You'll notice that I have good light, and that makes a lot of difference. And people can see you, can see your eyes, they can connect with you, and you're just going to feel a lot better about yourself. At least that's what happened for me. So that's one of the things that I did. And then also I set up a green room. I call it a green room. It's a Facebook, a private secret group that's just for me. And I'll go on in advance and I can do my live streaming there, and I can evaluate. I can go back, evaluate, just not that I'm saying, oh, is this terrible or not, but just getting a feel for how it's going to look. And is it good
Gina,
enough?
let me interrupt you there and say that is something very important. Those of you that are watching this, if you're watching this, pay attention to what Gina just said. I want to put an exclamation mark behind it. A green room. And what that is as Gina helped me do it, I have a green room for Terry Brock. And there's 2 members. You have to have 2 members, I think. Gina, isn't that right? You have to have 2.
They changed it. You can just have yourself.
Oh, okay. So anyway, Gina and me are the members there. That's all. And then what we can do is we can test there. You can try live video. You try this and you go, ooh, that worked. Ooh, that didn't work. Well, fortunately, no one hears it but you. And it's recorded, so you can go back and go, let me watch and see how I did that. It's a marvelous little tool. It's a great principle in life to do simulations, practice somewhere, and having a green room is really good, particularly when you're doing live streaming. Gina, thank you very much for letting me know about that.
Well, thank you. I'm glad that you've used it, and I know that you use it a lot. And a lot of the folks that we've taught in Video Rockstars have used it. So people tell me that's one of the favorite things that I've taught that they enjoy.
Yeah, exactly. Well, now you mentioned Video Rockstars, and I'm not going to let you get away without talking about a little bit about Video Rockstars. It's, of course, your program, and you graciously let me come in and talk about that on a weekly basis. What is Video Rockstars, and why is it spelled differently?
Okay, yes, it's Video Rockstars with a Z on the end, and you do graciously come in each week and give us Terry's tantalizing tech tip of the week, and that's one of our favorite segments in our weekly training for Video Rockstars. So Video Rockstars is a community of people that are working to improve their videos, to have more confidence on camera, and to learn how to monetize those videos. There are a lot of different ways that you can make money with your video skills, which I consider the video camera just a new stage. Instead of getting on a a stage in front of a few people. You can get on a stage in front of literally millions of people around the world with your ideas, get your ideas out there. But you need confidence in how to do that. And so that's one of the things we really work on in Video Rockstars is that confidence and the monetization of those videos. And again, I'm so glad that you're part of it, one of my co-founders, and we have a great time in there. And it's just a wonderful community.
Well, thank you. I think it really is good. And those, if you're watching this right now, either recorded or live, think about what the benefits to you are going to be of where you go somewhere and you hear good information, but you actually get in there and practice. It's one of the things I love about it. And I learned, Gina, as we're there, we try different things. We've got a group of people there that are all supporting us and helping each other. So it's like you cannot make a mistake. You can have a learning experience, but it's not a mistake. It's not a failure. It's something that's really good, and you get a chance to work with that and see it. As a matter of fact, Kathy's here showing us that, and she says that Video Rockstars is essential for all speakers. The world is going viral and will never go back. Kathy, once again, you're right. And viral is here. And why not learn it in a safe place, in a place where you got support, you got people taking care of you. If make it fall and you do something wrong, hey, not a problem. We'll show you how to correct that. And I think we need to find those kinds of platforms where you can get that support. Trying to do it on your own, well, that's a lot tougher way to do it, and you don't do as well. I think it's good. Gina, you've been working with communities a lot. What kind of community elements have you brought into Video Rockstars to create that real supportive environment?
Well, within our weekly trainings, we often do breakout rooms, and that enables people to get to know each other better. We have encouraged people to set up accountability groups. And so I know some people have set up accountability groups and mastermind groups, kind of the same thing. That's been important for the transference of information. I bring in a lot of the different members of Video Rockstars to do some of our training sessions, and or we just highlight them and let them do a little explanation of some big win that they've had, something they've rolled out or tried that's been a big win for them. So it's very interactive and engaging. I know that you featured Kathy. That was wonderful. Kathy Beatty's definitely one of our Video Rockstars. She is awesome on camera, and she's helping so many people with divorce. And so that's her field. She's super smart at marketing that, and she does a lot of video work. She already did a lot before Video Rockstars. I think she's doing even more now.
Yeah, absolutely. Kathy, thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate you being here today. And, as we talk about live streaming and the benefits of it, I am really stepping back here. You know me, I'm the jaded journalist. They tell us in journalism school, they teach us to sit back and go, yeah, right. Sure. And so we're kind of jaded on that. But then I get this chance to see a technology like Restream here, and I'm going, hey, this is really nice. And I'm learning it right now. Matter of fact, you're watching this video right now. Those of you that are watching this, think about what's happening right now. I'm using a new technology, and the very best way to learn something is to get in there and actually do it. Don't just read about it in theory. Get in there and do it. And that's what we're doing here. We're doing it, but do it in small test formats. I've done a whole lot with Restream on my green room. So that way I can do it there, and I try it and go, oh, that worked pretty well. Oh, try that. Let's try that. Oh, that one didn't work. Oh, you got to do it this way. Okay. So I would encourage you to keep practicing. And if you do have a Facebook registration, you're on Facebook, get a green room just for yourself for video. So you can set that up. You can go in there and test it and work with that. Well, Gina, we're going to be talking a lot more about video and streaming during the month of November, as you told me earlier today, November to remember. And I think there's some other little activity going on. I don't know, some minor thing happening Tuesday in the United States in November, but we'll see what happens with that too. But before we leave, Gina, any final words, any pointers that you want to leave with the folks that are watching?
Yes, I would like to share that this is my first time using Restream, and just as a guest perspective, it was very simple, easy to get on. I really like that. It's very simple for me to see adjustments in case and as was the case, my microphone wasn't quite working in the beginning. My camera wasn't working in the beginning. This was before I got on, and you didn't see.
Yeah, that's just today.
Yes,
even though you've done a lot. Do you hear that? You were listening to this. Gina is saying this herself. She's been on here hundreds, if not thousands of hours of video. And she comes on tonight, and for whatever reason, the microphone wasn't working, or the video wasn't working, which is why you always want to do a test beforehand. Gina, I appreciate and applaud your courage on that.
Well, thank you. And I'm very impressed with the video clarity. This is really high quality clarity that's coming through. My colors are a little yellowish right now, which if I had recognized that in advance, I would have changed it. Yours look real good. But in any case, the video quality is really excellent. So
Yes.
Restream doing a good job there.
Yeah, it's exceptionally good. I've set it at 720 right now, and it's coming through this good. And so I'm pleased with it. Looking forward to getting in there and splash around a lot more. And again, the real benefit is you're going out to many different platforms all at the same time, almost as if it were simultaneous. It is. So it's simultaneous and it's also at the same time. So they put the two of them together for no extra charge. So it's got some good things there. Well, we're going to be leaving now. We need to get scooting, but we appreciate all of you joining us right now. And Gina, thanks so much for being with me here on this first one. And we'll be doing many more of these in the future.
Well, thank you so much, Terry. Bye bye,
Okay.
everybody.